Hi Scorpio, welcome, thanks for joining me, I hope you're good. Also this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and cross watchers as well. Okay, so I'm really going to tune into the energy of the cards now and tune into my guides. Okay. What's going on with Scorpio? What messages do we need to know for Scorpio? What's going on with Scorpio and their person? Or who they're dealing with? Two of Cups. Could be dealing with a fellow water sign. Could be dealing with a Leo. Okay. So somebody wants union here. Wow. Somebody wants to have a passionate reunion with someone. Come back together, reconcile. Two of Cups. Okay. Six of Wands. Looks like it's going to be a lot of victory here as well. Okay. Success. If you're starting a new relationship, some people are getting married, getting engaged, blessing ceremonies, renewing wedding vows, just celebrating coming into union, yeah? Okay. Any more for Scorpio? What's that? Oops. They're all trying to come out. Okay. Any more for Scorpio? Wow, there's a lot trying to come out here. Okay, so you're definitely in a twin flame connection with someone. Okay. Got Gemini energy. Again, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Also, this is about choices as well. Making a decision, choices, you know. But this is definitely a twin flame connection that you've got with someone. Could be reconnecting with an old love. You know, a twin flame. Okay. Oop. Hang on a second. Eight of Wands. Like someone's trapped in their own thoughts at the moment. Could have another relationship. Maybe they're trapped in another commitment. Another lovers. Trapped between two lovers. Okay. Tell me more about this Eight of Swords for Scorpio. Why's the lovers here? Hang on a second. Any more for Scorpio? Eight of Cups. Yeah, definitely dealing with a fellow water sign, a fire sign or an air sign. Okay. Okay, someone, looks like someone's walking away from something here. Star. We're dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah, someone, it looks like someone could be trying to get away from their own thoughts. That's what I feel. I'm going to pull more cards. It's like someone's trapped and restricted and tied down in their own thoughts, or they're afraid to get cut, or they don't want to see a reality of something because it's too painful. Yeah, you know, it's like someone's trying to get away from their own thoughts because it's causing them to be miserable and conflicted, and you know, there's fears here. Maybe somebody doesn't want to see a reality of something. You know, could be walking away from this part of the situation. Five of Pentacles. So someone feels left out in the cold, or they're going to leave someone left out in the cold, or they're being cold with their feelings. You know, maybe somebody's not opening up about their feelings. Okay, tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. Maybe somebody needs to work on healing and self-love. Somebody here is craving freedom. You know, somebody wants a new start. They feel trapped, restricted. Could be to do what's going on in the world. We're all trapped at home, we're stuck. You feel trapped. There's a mental prison going on here. Someone here could definitely be, you know, it's like they're torn between two lovers, you know. Maybe someone here feels left out in the cold. Okay. Could be dealing with a Leo, definitely. Someone here is craving freedom. It's like they want to get away from something. Free themselves from something. Yeah. Ooh, whoa. Because wherever they are, maybe it's not working out. You know, maybe someone here is working on their finances. They want to work things out with you, Scorpio. You know, someone here is very hardworking, could be in charge of their own business. Someone likes to travel, could have kids with your person. Wow. Death card. Yeah, someone wants a new start here. Wow. And I just said that as well. Wow. Ooh, Scorpio. It's not working out. If they're in a third party situation, it's not working out. Look, they're trying to get away. Oh dear. Oh, what was that? Oh, I thought it was the cat. Okay. I feel that this person's going to sneak up on you with some sort of communication. I feel that they've been balancing two people and they've bit off more than they can chew, and they've suffered some sort of emotional inner turmoil, pain, heartbreak, loss. They could be missing someone, grieving someone's absence, and they need to heal. Look, they need to go through a cleansing, a purifying stage, healing, you know. Wherever they are, such as a toxic third party situation, they feel trapped, they feel restricted, they feel tied down. Okay? You know, it's not serving them anymore, and that's why the death card's there. They need to free themselves from this and walk away, and it looks like they are doing that. Because they want to come towards you and they want to work things out with you here, Scorpio. 3 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're definitely leaving someone out in the cold, high and dry, you know. Wow. It's like they're realizing that you're their twin flame. You know, something here has ended. They're going to need time to heal, to rejuvenate, to recharge their batteries. Someone here has been wanting to be free from a situation from a long time, or they could have been running away from themselves. Okay, they're going to go with their own judgment here. Look, they've made a decision, they've made a judgment call to walk away because they're craving liberation, freedom. You know, a bad cycle ends and then a new one starts. See, could be in charge of their own business. Judgment. Yeah, you've got Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, you've got Cancer energy. Yeah, they've made a decision, they've made a choice, you know, to go with their own judgment, to make a decision. They've made a judgment call, and they're going to come towards you to save this union, you know, to make an announcement, to speak their truth. I feel this person's quite nervous because I've just got a sore throat all of a sudden here, Scorpio. They do want to work things out with you. They do value you as a person. They do value this connection. They might need to work on self-love. I feel that they reject themselves a lot, so they might need to address things within themselves. They might need to do mirror work. You know, they keep rejecting themselves. You know, they keep putting themselves out in the cold, being cold towards themselves. Maybe they're not showing themselves enough love. A third-party situation came between you, drove a wedge between you, but it looks like it's come to a completion and they've walked away. They were definitely balancing more than one person here. There's no doubt here. They might want to give you a gift. This person's a bit of a perfectionist. Oh, my throat. Bit of a perfectionist, very dedicated, very passionate. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign. You know, this could be your energy. This is strong Pisces energy though. Okay, so there's a Pisces that wants to come in and give you their cup of love, a romantic offer, proposal. So you're definitely dealing with a fellow water sign. Someone that could have been emotionally immature, someone that could have been emotionally unavailable, childlike. Could be someone that's younger than you, or you them, you know, but they're definitely making this judgment call here to walk away from things that aren't good for them, to end that cycle, to learn and heal and take away from it a learning experience, wanting to heal a connection with you. Look, you know, you could have been dealing with more than one person, you know. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a lot of victory here, a lot of success with this relationship, this new relationship here. Out with the old, in with the new. Especially this Page of Cups, someone's coming in with this romantic love offer. Okay. They want to sort of resurrect the connection, you know. They're very nervous. As I'm tuning in with your person's energy, Scorpio, it could be you. Very, very nervous. Their throat chakra's opening up. Yeah, they're very nervous. They've made a correct judgment call. It took them a long time to be brave, you know, to walk away from a connection that wasn't serving them anymore. But with you, they know it's all mutual. You're equal. You drink from the same cup. You're on the same level emotionally, you know. You know, death is only the beginning. You know, they've woken up. They've had an epiphany. They've had a wake-up call. Yeah, to make a conscious decision. You know, someone here's quite spiritual as well. Yeah, you could have a very spiritual connection with someone. Twin flames, yes, but spiritual. Yeah, they're very passionate about this connection. It did take them a long time, I feel. It would have been 8 years, 8 weeks, 8 months, to pluck up the courage to free themselves from this pain, from this restriction, from this whatever it was, you know. And they really do want to work out this with you, have this new start with you. Look, yeah, out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, death is only the beginning. Rebirth, resurrecting of an old connection, an old spark. Yeah, with the Sun card, you always know that it's going to be beautiful. Beautiful outcome. Someone who's definitely working on self-love, I feel. You know. It just took them a long time to go within, like I said, to find that courage, that strength, to seek and go inside within themselves and find the guidance and answers that they need to gain clarity, to gain momentum, to realise and come to that, you know, realisation. Look, it's like they're transitioned. You know, they're going through changes, they're going through the motions, they're going through transformation. I feel that you're not going to recognise this person because their energy is different. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Yeah? Got Virgo energy. Look, Hermit. Yeah? This person's really sort of isolated in introspection, their own sort of solitude, you know, going with their own judgment, going with their own inner voice, tapping into, you know, their intuition, you know. It's like they're gaining momentum. Look, they could be on a spiritual journey, travelling, growth. Yeah, spiritual awakening, ascension, saying goodbye to an old life. Look, it's scary. Yeah, they've really had a lot of time to think, to go within, to reflect, being intuitively guided towards the light. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, you know. There's always a bright side to a situation. Yeah, there's always a reason to smile. You inspire them, you motivate them, you are their strength, you are their happy ending. They want to come home to you. Yeah, it's like that song, you know, all I wanna do is come running home to you, you know. It's like they see you as a little ray of sunshine. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, they're all trying to jump out. Hang on. Any more for Scorpio? Because, you know, this person's embracing their spirituality as well. Yeah. Like I said, spiritual ascension, spiritual development. You know, because, you know, when you just stop and you stand still, you go within, don't you? That's all you can do. We've got a lot more time to think, to reflect. All the answers, all the guidance, the power, it's all within you. Yeah? And they're being intuitively guided towards the light. Look, you are their light, you are their sunshine, their happy ending. Look. See? You might even want to propose. Oh, yes, you're dealing with a fellow water sign. It could be an old water sign that's matured and evolved into this Knight of Cups. So there's definitely a Pisces coming towards you guys, okay, to offer you their cup of love, to have this new start, this new relationship with you. Bit of a daydreamer, a bit unpredictable. He just pops up, going with their own judgment. Look, they're making a judgment call, making a conscious decision, making a choice to come towards you, to heal this connection. Very romantic, very passionate, likes to travel, Okay, they've got a lot of affection for you, a lot of love for you, and they're finally going to surrender to the connection. Okay, there's going to be a lot of victory here, a lot of triumph. Okay, that Sun card's really talking to me, and so is the Six of Wands and the Star. So they really want to come towards you and heal this connection. They want a new start now. It just took them a long time to realize their feelings, to, you know, accept the inevitable, embrace change. You know, they had to listen to the voice within, you know, listening to your own inner voice, you know, and make a conscious decision. So they are going to come out of this sort of hermit mode, this solitude. They just need you to do that to gain clarity, to gain wisdom, to gain momentum, gather their bearings before they come towards you, okay, with this romantic proposal, this love offer. You know, they might want to have fun with you, act teenagey, goofy, yeah. But there is definitely a fellow water sign coming towards you to pursue you, to win your heart, win your affections. Okay, they see you as a potential wife, husband. You know, like I said, they don't want to miss this opportunity. They want to grab this chance, this second chance that they've been given, and they don't want to mess it up because they see you as a wish fulfillment. You know, a happy ending. You know, you breathe life into this connection. You know, you illuminate their love. There's, like I said, there's always a bright side to a situation, always. And this person is going to show you emotion, show you love. You know, they want to work things out with you, say goodbye to things that don't serve them anymore, okay? Show you that they've changed, gain respect, you know, earn it back. They want you to trust them again. Saying goodbye to an old life, look. Out with the old, in with the new. Alright, Scorpio. I hope it was insightful, I hope it helped, hope it resonated. Let me know in the comment section. If you're new, give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you need to know anything, just give me an email, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll see you again real soon, Scorpio, with some more readings. Okay, sending you all so much love, peace and blessings. Bye, Scorpio.